Hello, welcome to my videos on my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the NBA standings week 2024. Well, yesterday finished the 24 week of the NBA season 2023-2024 season, and tomorrow because we'll start the last week, the week 25, and the last week of the regular season. Because remember that today there is no games because today is the men's NCAA basketball final championship game where the UConn will play against the Purdue. So the NBA respect this, and today won't have any game, and the game will start tomorrow. So I'm going to talk about like the last 23 games about how are the NBA standings in both conference through our 24 weeks of games. So let's start with the Eastern Conference. The Boston Celtics clinch the the conference and the best record in the league with a record of 62-19. They are the best team in this moment, and they have five straight victories, and they have won 8 of the last 10 games played. So if the Boston reach the final, all the position will pass to through our Boston. The second place are the Bucks. The Bucks had a very bad week because they lost 3 consecutive losses, were 4 consecutive losses. And the worst of this is that they lost against one of the three worst teams in the league, against the Raptor, sorry, against the Bucks, and against I don't remember who, and the Grizzlies. So they are playing a very bad basketball in the last month, and I don't see how they can compete and defeat the Celtics in the playoff. But let's see what happens. In this moment, they have one game advantage against the second place, the Orlando Magic. So the Bucks will have to to win the last 4 games to clinch the second set. In the third place is very important, is very close, because the Magic Knicks have the same record in this moment, 46-32, and the Cavaliers are 0.5 games behind these two teams for the third place. Remember that the Cavaliers had a very bad week because they lost against the Los Angeles teams, this weekend, the Lakers and the Clippers. So this is a very close situation because anything can happen, can change in the end of the week. And the Pacers in this moment have a record of 45-34, and they have one game advantage against the 76ers with a record of 44-33. And remember that Joel Embiid returned to play the last week, so they are going to try to enter direct to the playoff. They are one game behind the Pacers, so to avoid to play the play-in. So you can see here that from the Magic, sorry, to the 76ers, there is just 2.5 games of difference. So all these teams are trying to qualify direct to the playoff and about the play-in. But so I think that the 76ers need to win all these games, the last 3 games that they have left. But I see it very difficult because I don't think that the Pacers are gonna to miss this opportunity to qualify direct to the playoffs. You can see here that the 76ers have 5 consecutive victories and the Pacers 2 consecutive victories. And in the play-in, the Kicks are in the 8th place. They are gonna to play the play-in because it looks difficult. They can sorry, qualify to the playoffs directly because they are 2.5 games behind the Pacers. So they're going to play the play-in again, and the Bulls and the Hawks are clinched in the playing tournament, where the Bulls in the night and the Hawks in the 10, and the rest of the teams are eliminated. So in the season ending today, Celtics, Bucks, Magic, Knicks, and Cavaliers and Pacers will qualify direct to the playoffs, and 76ers, Heat, Bulls, and Hawks will play the playing tournament. And in the Western Conference, the situation is almost the same as the last week, where the Timberwolves and the Nuggets are fighting to get the first set. I think that in my opinion, I think that the Nuggets are gonna to win this first set, but in this moment it's very important because you know how the Nuggets took advantage of that and they won the last championship. And the Thunder, they are one game behind the Timberwolves and the Nuggets. So I think that the Thunder will finish in the third place, and Timberwolves and Nuggets will fight for the first set. The Clippers, they have been they had a very bad month the last month in May. They recovered that they recovered is one of his best basketball of the season, where they have three consecutive. Victories, and they have won 7 of the last 10 games they have played. Remember that yesterday they overcome a 21 point deficit and won in the last minutes, in the last second of the game against the Caps. So I think that the Clippers are gonna to clinch the fourth spot, but the interesting is here because you can see here that the Mavericks, Suns, Pelicans, maybe the Kings, no, not the Kings, but the Mavericks, Suns, and Pelicans are fighting to enter direct to the playoffs. I think if you ask me, that the Mavericks and the Suns will be the two teams that will qualify to the playoffs, and the Pelicans will play the playing tournament because I see better the Suns than the Pelicans, but everything can happen. I think that the Mavericks are going to clinch the fifth spot, but you can see here that from the Suns to the Lakers there is just 1.5 game of difference, where the Suns and the Pelicans are tied. But yesterday the Pelicans defeated the Suns, and the Kings and the Lakers have the same record. The only difference is that the Lakers have played one more game, and the Warriors are locking the 10th place. The rest of the team are eliminated, and the Lakers, my team, yesterday they lost an opportunity, a big opportunity to fight for the sixth place and enter direct to the playoffs, because yesterday they lost against the Timberwolves, where LeBron James didn't play because he had a flu, and Anthony Davis got injured. Sorry, in the last second of the first quarter, and he didn't return to the game, and this affected the team that yesterday they lost very against the Timberwolves. So the Lakers need to win now the target for the Lakers is to try to win the 3 games left and try to finish in the 7 or 8 place, because remember that in the play-in we'll play the 7 against the 8. So if the Lakers will lose this game, they have the opportunity to play against the winner of the 9 against the 10th place game. Sorry, so it's very important that the Lakers try to win all the games, the 3 games, and wait that the Kings and Suns and maybe the Pelicans and Suns maybe lost to finish in the 7th place. So como I told you, all the teams are qualified. The only we are seeing is to see which will the final spot. So if the season ended today, and the Timberwolves, Nuggets, and Thunder qualify to the playoffs, and then the other side, the Celtics and Bucks qualify to the playoffs. So if the season ended today, Timberwolves, Nuggets, Thunder, Clippers, Mavericks, and Suns will qualify direct to the playoffs, and Pelicans, Kings, Lakers, and Warriors will qualify to the play-in tournament. So tomorrow will start the last week of the season. Let's see how let's be prepared for the play-in tournament and the playoffs the next week. See you next video. Chibra.